Hi, it's Maggie the Aries Gypsy here to bring you your November 2023 general reading. We are looking at the first half of November from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for our Rams, the fire sign of Aries. I hope everyone's well. As always, thanks for being here, for taking the time to watch these videos and comment on them. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, who refer and recommend, my gratitude to you always. Thank you so very much, and many blessings back to you. So, Aries, if your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign is in Aries, if you're cross-watching for an Aries, this video is for you. It's a general reading, so of course it'll resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know any or all of your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, watch those videos as well for additional insight. If something really does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else. Personal readings do make great gifts as we are headed into the holiday season. I mean, you can make them gifts any time of the year, but particularly nice during the holiday season. So, or if you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me, please email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the title or the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually get back to you the same day with all the relevant information. I offer a pretty wide variety of choices for reading options in all areas of life of all different types and lengths and styles and budgets. There's something in there for everyone. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do, so I'm able to deal with scheduling of personal readings in a pretty timely fashion too, if that's important to you. So email me. I would love to hear from you. Okay. Aries, I am using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Let's see what the first half of November looks like for you. We begin with Faith. Now, this would be the Hierophant in other decks. In this particular deck, the artist, Ciro Marchetti, wanted to get a little bit away from the more institutional energy of the Hierophant. You know, the convention, traditions, people kind of doing the same thing. I mean, this card still has that, but it points more to a literal, literally having faith in something, faith in the tried and true. With the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a hard-won victory. It's also a very ambitious card. It's winning at all costs, no matter what the cost is. And paired with Faith, I mean, for some of you, the more conventional meaning of faith and the Hierophant might be, it's really about walking a path that you feel is going to take you to a place of victory. Regardless of how difficult the path is, regardless of how hard it is or how easy it is. But we'll clarify too. Next we have the Three of Cups, a card of celebration, parties, joyousness, social energy, your tribe, your best friends, positive social connections in the community. With the Magician. The Magician is the manifester. The Magician knows how to make his dreams into reality. He knows it, and the Magician usually, it's not quite as simple in the artwork on this card. Sometimes you'll see in different decks the Magician juggling the symbol from each of the four tarot suits, and what that really means is each one of the four tarot suits have a certain energy, right? Earth, air, fire, water, and each one represents a different part of who we are. You know, fire is action and passion and creativity. You know, earth, pentacles or coins, earth is the more practical aspects of life, or the things that make us feel stable and secure in the energy we put into acquiring and maintaining those. You know, water or cups is our emotions, and ace, swords is governed by air, which is, you know, our intellectual landscape. So all of those energies, the Magician knows how to harness those through the road behind him. He's learned through trial and error, through a lot of experience, how to manifest his thoughts and his dreams into reality by pulling together all of his experience, wisdom, knowledge, resources together to manifest something. With the Three of Cups, I mean, for some of you, this is a general reading, right? So the little details may differ. because you all have different things going on in your lives, but the fundamental energy remains the same. Although for some of you, this may be just as simple as, it's some kind of social thing you're planning, or social party or organization, something of that sort. For others of you, there's a sense of actually celebrating something that you manifested that it was difficult for you to manifest. Oh, lovely. Next we have the Sun, the most positive card in the tarot. The Sun has a profound, more than any other card, more than any other major arcana card, the Sun has the profound ability to influence all the cards that come out in a spread. Just like the real sun, when it comes out, it shines on everything. It affects everything and touches everything. Light, love, warmth, laughter, illumination, clarity, any previously heavy or restrictive energies, uplifting as well. Right next to that Three of Cups, beautiful energy with Temperance. This is magnificent. Temperance is a card about balance and adjusting and adapting to things while keeping your center, right? It's a card of healing, and it's a card about neither too much of one nor too much of the other. And it's not static. A lot of people look at Temperance and they think, oh, it's about being balanced and it's about being patient, it's about being still. It's not. Temperance is about planting your feet in the middle ground, where you have your balance in the middle of a seesaw or teeter-totter, and like the outside arms represent things, people, places, situations, sometimes our own emotions that we have no control over. Now, if we allow those things to kind of pull us out of our center, that's where we lose balance, right? When we go to those outside arms. But as long as we stay in the middle, and things that happen that we can't control, we may have to adapt and adjust, but it's about keeping our footing in the middle. That's what Temperance is about, knowing who you are, what you're about, moving forward. Everything is even and temperate. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading. It looks like keeping faith on a path that might have been difficult, but has led to this sense of victory and celebration, and whatever heaviness or pressure or exhaustion, anything you were feeling before, is now going to be leveled out. From the bottom of the deck, the overall focus, the overall theme for the first half of November, Aries, is the Ace of Cups. So for some of you, it might be new love and romance. This is the Ace of Water. Water is the element which governs our heart space, our emotional landscape. Aces being the number one, of course, a beginning, the opportunity to walk a new path, keeping your heart open, or the heart opening up again. It can be new love and romance, the beginning of self-love. Really, it's about the heart kind of opening in a way to being ultimately fulfilled down the road. So that's the overall theme. I feel like you have hope after sticking on a path that may have been quite difficult for you. You may have felt discouraged. You may have felt like leaving the path, or no, I won't be able to do this, or no, what am I doing? This is crazy, but it's sticking with that has led to this. It's quite lovely. Let's clarify. It might be relationship for some of you. It might be something else. The focus is on the emotions here with the Ace of Cups. The culmination of every suit is in the 10, right? The 10 of Cups is that happily ever after card. And so the suit of Cups is about how we feel emotionally, about being emotionally fulfilled. And so the Ace of Cups is an opportunity to start off on a new path of emotional fulfillment, whether that's in love and romance, family, friendship, job. Also, one thing that I noticed is out of 7 cards, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are major arcana cards, so slightly more than half are major arcana, which means that this is probably a pretty significant time for you, or a pretty strong time for you. Ace of Cups. Oh, look, that Magician again. The Chariot, which is a greater representation of that 5 of Swords, that hard-won victory. Chariot is a card of success, but success that comes on a difficult or challenging path. It references the old, Roman medieval chariot races, and those were pretty brutal. There's only one winner, right? This is about winning through sheer perseverance, determination, willpower, and not giving up no matter what. Even if you fail 9 times, it's getting up that 10th time, right? And another ace, the Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginnings. Could be more practical new beginnings. Could be emotional beginnings with a practical aspect. Sometimes this can be new job, moving, relocating, a combination of all of those things. Looks like you worked hard to manifest an opportunity. Let's take a look at faith. Justice and the Nine of Swords. So there was an awful lot of stress, anxiety, worry, and fear over an unknown future here. Maybe some obsessive thinking with like the worst possible negative outcome. But that's what's clarifying it. That's what's preceding it. That's what's driving faith. It's feeling these things, which we already know it was kind of a difficult battle there with Chariot and the Five of Swords. And justice is things actually working out, being fair, equitable, even, moral, honor, transparency, ethics, contracts and negotiations going in your favor. It looks like this was a tough path to stick it out on. The next clarifying card would have been the Two of Cups, so I'm going to leave it there because that's partnership as well, whether it's romantic or otherwise. You may have been worried about a relationship or partnership of some kind, whether it was romantic or otherwise. It may be finding somebody new, or it may be perhaps the renewal in an already existing or previously existing relationship or partnership, maybe that had gone awry a bit. Let's take a look at that Five of Swords. Temperance again, how beautiful. The Ten of Cups, there's that happy home, happily ever after card, and the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of partnership, teamwork, collaboration towards building something long-lasting and stable. Again, for some of you, this might be, there's a strong theme of partnership and home and family here, and people working together to build something long-lasting. Now, that might be about a relationship, a marriage, a home and family itself, or it might be in another area of life, like a legal situation or a work situation or something, which, sticking it out on a difficult path has worked out in a way that is profoundly positive in home and family as well. For some of you, this might be renewal in a relationship that had problems or had broken up. For a smaller portion of you, one could look at this as the perhaps successful conclusion of a partnership so that you can move on into a brand new path. But I think that's a smaller portion of you. Let's take a look at the Three of Cups and the Magician. We have the Three of Cups again. I mean, when you have repeating cards, it's more energy in that area. And the Three of Cups is already kind of our party card, social energy, major parties, major get-togethers, gatherings. This might be also people coming in. For those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, it might be kind of pre-celebrations or people gathering for, the Thanksgiving holidays. The Lovers and the Ace of Swords. We have three aces out here so far. Aces are kind of like a little bit of extra good luck in a spread. In the early tarot reading days, they used to be when you would draw an ace, you would set it aside and read it kind of as an aside thing because it was considered such a kind of a mark of good luck, a little extra blessing on the reading. This is the Ace of Swords, so seeing something in a brand new perspective, a new light. The Lovers usually represents a choice that will significantly affect or impact a primary relationship or partnership. Two of Cups, the Lovers, and the Ten of Cups. For a lot of you, this is going to be about a primary relationship, about the home and family. Perhaps making a decision that is celebrated moving forward. It might be marriage for some of you. There is some of that for some of you, strong marriage energy. Maybe, previously having some stress, anxiety, and worry about it. Maybe one of you or both of you were married before and it didn't work out. There's a decision that was made that came from seeing something in a new perspective that prompted the decision that's being celebrated here. Whether, again, the decision is about the relationship or it's a partnership and the two of you together are making a decision in another area of life, or a decision has been made in your favor, perhaps with a legal situation, again, celebration. It's all over this reading. And with the Magician twice, you manifested this. You manifested this not only with any specific work or details that you put into it, Aries, but you manifested also with the steadfastness of saying, I'm just going to stick it out. I'm just going to stick it out. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to have faith. And that's ultimately what's paid off for you. Let's take a look at the Sun. Seven of Swords and the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the other happy home celebration card. It's the other happy home harmony card, but it also has a strong theme of social gatherings or celebrations around home and family. It's one of the primary wedding cards of the tarot. The Seven of Swords is a card of strategy, of strategizing, secret plans, things undercover, things done behind closed doors. You know, making secret plans to get married, some of you. Although it looks like this is culminating here. Let me clarify Temperance. I mean, some of you, it may be that you're planning on getting married, planning on asking someone to marry you. You're not telling the other person yet, but you're telling family and friends, and they're over the moon for you. Let me clarify Temperance. The Fool, the Star, and the King of Wands. Well, the King of Wands is you, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The Fool and the Star is wish fulfillment. It's a card of renewed and restored hope, faith, and optimism as well, which in the tarot comes after the Tower. So there is kind of an implication here of the road leading up to this being difficult. There may have been a big shakeup or a breakup or breakdown of something, because the Star renews after that. And the Fool is starting off on a brand new path. This is the first card in the tarot cycle, the Fool. That's why the Fool has a 0 on the card, first major arcana card. It's about stepping outside the beaten path. It's about getting outside of your comfort zone, taking a risk, doing something you've never done before that you never thought you'd do again. Again, for some of you who are considering marriage or any kind of major change that's going to affect home, family, relationships, you know, it's brand new. There's a sense of taking a risk, perhaps to renew or to keep something going, or taking a risk on something new. Again, the small details will vary because this is a general reading, but the fundamental energy remains the same. Strong connection to home and family, strong connection to relationship or partnership. It's either about the relationship and how you move forward, or it's in another area of life, but it's moving forward together here. That's what I'm seeing. It may be that you weren't talking about it too much until you'd actually made up your mind to do this. And I get the sense of some secret planning here. I'm not exactly sure what that is. It's not bad. It's actually quite positive. Again, some of you are planning a surprise, planning a party, planning a surprise. It might be a surprise engagement thing, something like that. Beautiful energy. Again, it looks like the road leading up to this had some issues, but it was that perseverance that's paid off. So let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. The Ace of Cups again, which was the primary focus for the first half of November for you, Aries. It's a spirit-supported path. The Eight of Wands, travel, Cupid's arrows, conversation, fast action, movement forward, excitement. Yeah, take this path, the sooner the better. Six of Swords, there's a path of healing. The worst is behind you. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you are healing. You are moving forward. Again, it implies that there was some difficulty leading up to this. The Knight of Swords, which kind of goes along with that Eight of Wands. The Knight of Swords, all knights move. They have a mission, a quest, right? They represent offers and opportunities for change. The Knight of Swords is very decisive. Knights take what they learned as pages and begin to move forward and manifest it. This is air, so intellect, information, conversation, right? So this Knight is all about information and conversations. He's kind of like the verbal mailman of the tarot. Very decisive, very clearly communicative and clear spoken. And then the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing, orchestration. God's fingerprints are all over this path. It's very strongly spirit supported. Spirit's advice is to do this sooner rather than later. Be very decisive about it. Be smart, be decisive about it. Lay your plans and then immediately begin to enact them out. That's kind of what I'm getting as well too. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. Whatever it is, if there's any kind of behind the scenes planning, again, don't wait too long to do this. That's what I'm getting. For some of you, it feels like timing is important here for somebody out there. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Aries, those are your messages for the first half of November 2023. I hope you enjoyed them, found them useful, relevant, validated what's already going on. Again, if it did resonate and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the title or description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the November mid-month readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.